Welcome to another episode of Off Season. Well, the sun is shining and the wind is blowing a little, but most people are inside at this time. So, on this episode, I want to show you something that you can do and you can enjoy with your family during this off season. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, so I'm showing you sort of the ending before the beginning because I want to show you how you can put together a simple 12-piece puzzle that can keep your family entertained for weeks to come, believe it or not. We'll start with the ingredients, as it were. I have everything laid out that I purchased: the markers, the stickers, the letters, the puzzle pieces, the ink and the paint and the bags I was going to put the puzzle pieces in. We have the acrylic paints in different colors, and I even purchased some daubers to go on top of the paint caps. This is the product, and you can do it in all types of colors, and basically you're just dabbing the board. So this is the final product. I put a little card at the top of the recipients that they'll get. So here is, this is interesting right here. This piece right here, what is a cake holder, something you put cakes on. I'm going to show you at the end what I end up doing with this, but for now it's just serving as a paint catcher. I'm sitting the um, puzzles on top of it so I won't get my table dirty when I daub. And you see here the daubers are I've put on top of the colors that I chose to use. And also this puzzle piece here, it comes already made, but it comes blank. And you can purchase this at any craft store or online. You can purchase them. And all you do is simply take it out and design it any way you want. I chose to use acrylic paint and the daubers, and as you see, it comes apart. You can take it apart after you're finished. Don't overload the paint because the pieces can get stuck together and you won't be able to take it apart to give it away as a gift. But it's a blank slate. You can do what you choose. I chose to do the paint. You can choose to write on it. If you can draw, if you're an artist, you can choose to draw on it. But painting was fun for me, and it was also a way that I could involve my grandkids who was over later, and I'll show you that video as well. So basically all you're doing is taking the daubers and just daubing whatever design you see fit. And not only am I going to daub these, but the letters that you saw that I purchased, I'm going to create a word on them and some sentences on them. A basic thing that says "We love you," and my plan is to give it out to this particular gift. I'm going to give out to some elderly ones who can't get out. It's a simple puzzle, so and it's not small pieces. They'll be able to see it. It'll be colorful, and it's something that's good for kids to do as well because again, it's not a difficult process. But all you do, as you see here, I'm just daubing, and you let it dry. And good thing about this paint is it dries really fast, and you can work with this project really fast. The only issue I had was I was making 105 of them. So for me, it took 3 days to complete the entire project of daubing, um, pulling apart, putting the letters on them. I also had cut out some butterflies and stars and flowers and hearts, and so that I could glue those on there later. As you saw in the first picture, the end result. This part here, you see the paint crossing over the pink and the orange and the purple and the green. Don't worry about that so much because, as I said, I've cut out some butterflies and some other shapes and symbols that can easily be glued onto over to cover up those spots if you don't like it that way. I actually like a mixture of colors mixed over together. But if you don't like it that way and you decide to do it, then you can also glue over those. Now, the reason why it's doing that is because when you're using the daubers, you can clean them all you want, but the daubers keep some of the old color that you had in it. So just keep that in mind. I wish I would have gotten enough daubers to fit all of my color so each color could have its own dauber, but I wasn't thinking at the time. I was just thinking, hey, I could just do it or what have you. You see here this paint, I started to like brush the paint on, but I'm not an artist. So I just decided to stick to what I know and daubing and make a design out of the daubing. But I was able to create something out of this one as well. I didn't throw it away because it's still, after all, it's still art. So that's what I did with this. And these are the ones I'm waiting to get dry. And again, it starts off as a blank slate. It's just a blank slate of a puzzle that a lot of people don't like it because it's thin. But then, you know, the longest part or the shortest part, I'll say, is just sitting and waiting on it. Now, here's my grandbabies. Oh, Serenity and Jamani. I told them they would make their own puzzle. And my grandson, he's about to be 1. So, of course, you have to monitor him when you're doing it. But Serenity's 5. So she can just create her own design as you see her doing here in the video. Jamani, I'm just helping out a little bit because he wanted to grab it. He wanted to shake it and he wanted to do everything. So I did let him daub it and a little bit by himself on his own, but he was just fine with sitting at the table and doing it. But any age can be excited about creating something. So don't, underestimate those babies. Let them help, and by assisting them whatever way you can. See, he got it there. He's daubing. And they were some happy campers. They created their finished product in the end. So I packaged up all of my puzzle pieces. I took them apart and I labeled on them that it's 12 pieces. This is me at the post office making sure I mail each person their gift. I stuck a card inside to let them know why I created this for them. And again, I had to do 105 of these, guys. So it took 3 days, but it was well worth it. Now this is the 10-inch cake circle. Remember that when I told you I was using it to catch the paint? This is the paint drippings from when I was daubing the puzzles. And I ended up creating this wonderful clock that I could put on the wall. And I just kind of threw this together because it's not designed as I would have done in the end if I was doing it that way. But that's just the design. Now, this is another thing you can do with puzzle pieces. Create keychains. This is a project I did during a different time that I was giving away gifts because I love to give away gifts. But you can pull them apart and create keychains out of them. So you're not limited to just creating a design for a puzzle. You can do whatever you want to do creatively with it. Do something for your family. Do something as a gift. That's the purpose of it. You don't have to wait until gift season to do it. Use this time off season to create gifts out of unique things. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the rest of your day or night whenever you decide to catch us on this video. Have a great one.